All right, y'all, here we go with beating Bam 5. See if we can finally beat Daniel. I got the best score once, but I still haven't beat him, so maybe this will be the time. I've only watched the first round, and so far we all have a pretty decent chance at beating him this time, so we'll see what we can do. But there are some really tough wins for this first Champions Landing FPO front nine. He started off good and then kind of got into some trouble, so hopefully we can avoid that and at least beat his score for this first round, but we'll see because there are some big wins and some challenging holes, but I like what I see. So my bag, it's rather than just pull my water skip bag, I thought it'd be funner to pull this bag and throw the water skip gold in there instead of the PD. So it's basically my water skip bag, but I just use my main elite bag just because I think it's cooler. But this first hole with this wind, I feel pretty confident throwing the glide skip rive since that wind is going to hold it. And we're just going to basically pull almost straight down and just let that wind kind of hold it over there. It's going to start fading, but not near enough to get back OB. So this is one of the winds I like, to be able to just kind of do a straight pullback with the glide skip. We don't need to be way down there. 550 feet, wind is taking us to the right, so I'd rather throw something backhand here than forehand. And I think the water skip play, I don't remember how far Daniel was out, but I think he threw the roll rive and it just came up a little short. He was still able to get it, but I have a feeling the water skip is going to be the play here. So I'm going to go almost right at it. The gold has a little more turn than the rive, but so we're going to aim about right here and do a straight pull and let that wind take it. Uh-oh. Come back. That's not good. Oh man, so we screw up already on the first hole. Pretty sure there's going to be collision here, so it's not looking good for our eagle. I should have known that was going to turn a lot more than it did. Just a poor second shot there. And again, I just do not think there's any way I can just not get collision here without like aiming way to the left. So I'm going to plan on some collision, give this a little bit of a run, but I don't like my chances. 140. Oh my gosh, and then we don't get any collision. Luckily that tree was there to slow it down because it did not hit anything. So awesome, we're going to take a birdie on the first hole. That is, as Ray might say, no bueno. All right, moving on to hole 2. Hopefully we get better from here. We just got the bad shot out of the way. That second shot was bad. So I am going to go kind of a similar play with the glide skip rive. Put a little bit of anhyzer on this, but not much. Let that wind hold it over there and hopefully get a nice big skip up towards the basket. Like so. Would have liked to be a little closer, but that should work. 63 feet. This is going to be a very touchy throw in. I've been working on the Svea a lot, but not in these big winds. I feel much more comfortable with the pure. And I think I'm going to go forehand because of this wind. Pretty much aim right at it, maybe a little to the right. And we get that dead center, so we get the eagle on the second hole. So at least we recover after the sloppy hole 1. Let's see what we do for hole 3 here. I'm going to do the similar play with the water skip gold. Slide to the left and just play this really wide. Hopefully miss that first tree. Like Daniel was saying, it's nice to throw this shot because you don't have to worry about going long OB. And this is an easy eagle on that one. This next hole I'm not very excited about. Daniel did not have a great hole, so I think I can do better than he did, but the plan is just not go OB. I like to throw turn glide here and aim kind of right at it, maybe a little higher. And we're just going to power it down a little bit. Keep it nice and straight. Uh-oh, I did the same thing as him and thought it was going to turn more than it did, and that might be out of bounds too. Stop. Jeez, not a good shot. I needed a little more power behind that for it to turn a little more than it did. Now what do? He tried to lay up and went OB. I want to run this one, but if I miss, it's pretty much out of bounds. Probably not smart here. But I feel pretty confident I can make contact with the basket at least. So that's my goal. Get in there. Oh, come on, dude. And then it's going to roll out of bounds. Oh, it stayed in, but that was a brutal. I don't know how that didn't stay in. Or in the basket, I mean. This is kind of awkward. Shouldn't be any collision, but it's just an awkward throw. I don't think there's collision. I think it's similar to what Daniel had, but 51 feet. All right, we get the birdie. Kind of disappointed there that that spit out. Just another poor first shot, but still on pace to beat him for this round at least, but that doesn't mean anything for the next 3 rounds. This one, what do we want to do here? I'm going to go, I got the glide, skip, arrive, of course. We're going to go underneath this tree. Oh, this looks really good. Just give me one big skip and we're in. Oh my gosh, I just jinxed myself. I hate dead skips. I wish they would come up with some way to improve the big skip attribute. It's just so random. You can throw that exact same shot and the next time it'll skip just fine. So it's just unfortunate, the randomness with the big skip. I wish it was more kind of predictable and you know what you needed to do. All right, what are we going to do? I've been working on this Faya, so I'm just going to throw this Faya here right at it. 79 feet. Oh, I'm still learning the distances, and that was almost too high, but we get the eagle there. And let's see what we got for the next hole. This one is just going to be, I can't remember what he threw. I think he threw the glide sapphire. I think I'm going to throw the skip. Yeah. I'm going to throw the glide too. Right about there. Maybe a touch of hyzer on it. Just to let it work over there towards the basket. I don't think I even noticed how earlier today how skinny that little tree is that it's perched up on there. It's like a little stump that it's on. Kind of made me laugh. All right, we get the eagle or the birdie there. Not going to get that ace. Should have practiced it. I didn't practice at all. I just watched Daniels and then went right into it. This one I was worried about a little bit just because I don't like the wind here. I think what I'm going to do is throw the turn glide and just try to play this somewhat safe but still leave myself with a look. Put a little bit of anhyzer on this to make sure it turns. And get it down there. I don't have to worry about the big skip out of bounds. Hopefully this doesn't go long still. Oh my gosh. That's out of bounds. Screw this, dude. That's just brutal. You try to be smart and play safe and I still get screwed. I mean, granted, I shouldn't be that close to OB, but I feel like that was a good shot. And it wasn't. 454. Gosh, dude, that is... I'm going to throw the roll rive, let it fade over towards the basket. Hopefully it's not too long. God, that is something. I go out of bounds by an inch. I just never have luck on my side, it seems like, with any of the events. Not complaining. Just seems like it's always that way for me, so I never expect things to break my way. If I get it, if it's going to be close, it's going to be against me. All right, so I really don't need like a huge drive here to get the eagle. So I'm just going for as safe as possible off the tee here with the glide sapphire. Aim a little higher with this wind. And a little bit of hyzer. Just trying to hit the fairway here. And then I think we can still get it close enough on this second shot to get the eagle, hopefully. Let's see, what do we want to do here? 534. Do I want to skip it or do I want to just... I think I'm just going to go water skip here. Put some hyzer on it, let it just fight the wind. Hopefully still have a look at eagle. Get up there. I knew it was going to be a little farther. I just didn't want to risk throwing the skip there. So kind of a tough throw in. I don't feel great about the Svea here, so I'm going to go forehand with the Piste. I think if I go right on it, that forewind's going to take it a little too far to the left, so I'm going to aim a little to the right here. Big wind, so I don't want to put too much on this. Go. Oh, I thought I was going to catch the basket. So we get the eagle there. So not the best round, but we're at least on pace to beat Bam for this first one. I'm sure there's going to be lots better scores than mine for this first one, but at least we're setting ourselves up. And finally, man, it took forever for that hole to load. Of course, Daniel threw the Paradigm. A little wide on this one, I think, but I don't have the Paradigm. I like to throw glide skip and get a little more fade on it. So let's see if we can get a look for Albie here. I want to make sure I'm aiming low enough because sometimes you end up hitting trees if you aim too high. And I turned it too much. Darn it. Don't think it's going to be out of bounds, so we'll have like a long look, but not a good look. 227. Feel pretty confident that this isn't going to go long with the Warship. I think I can safely run this in a headwind. It's going to play a little longer, even though it's a little downhill, because it is into the headwind. Let's see, 220. Let's go right here. A little bit of Annie. It's going to turn more in this headwind. See if we can drop one in for this final shot. Come on, give it to me. Oh no, don't go long, Aaron. Oh, we got, so there's a little bit of fortune. So I can't complain too much. See if my Svea practice is paying off. All right, we get the eagle on the last hole, and I think that puts us at 13 under. So we got 4 shots on Bam so far. I was hoping for more than that because I'm sure he probably played a lot better in the last 3 rounds, but there is round 1 of beating Bam. We'll see how we do. I don't know if I'm going to get to the next rounds today. It's my bedtime, but I'm going to at least get this one posted. As always, guys, thanks for watching me play some DGV.